I did want to kind of bring it back to spaces a little bit.
Yeah.
So for those that are listening here, although we didn't really talk about it too much, we're kind of like laying some of the groundwork and premise and the background discussion for it. In future episodes, we'll talk more about the particulars of Spaces Protocol. But this is the main webpage to go to, Spaces with an S, protocol.org. And yes, it does. I know X has spaces too, so this is not that spaces. But if you're interested, come to this website and then also go into the docs. Well, you can read the paper, and I think the first part of this paper is just good reading to just get people a sense of it, and it kind of ties back into what we've been discussing, Jason and I this morning. So it's like Spaces naming protocol leverages existing infrastructure and security of Bitcoin without requiring any new blockchain, no modifications to Bitcoin itself. Spaces serves as community identifiers. We'll talk a little bit about that in the future. There's distributed through an auction process. We'll talk about that. And somewhere in here, it talked a little bit about, that the motivations. Maybe it's not in the white paper that talked about the motivations. Was it more in the
DNS? I'm not sure what it said for the motivations, but I can think docs. Of DNS. Digital ID is coming as well. And we talked about affidavits and signing things online. How are you going to prove? Sign things, with your name, with your Bitcoin address. Spaces Protocol just makes that easy to verify. This is you. This is your identity. You're signing it. You're signing a Nostered. What do they call them on Nosters? The event, Noster event.
Yeah. I think it's the attributes kind of Spaces naming is summed up in this first part of the docs. That's what I was looking for here. It talks about how the names are created, to what rate, and how it's done, and comparing it to other earlier efforts. Ethereum had something similar to this and still does. But as we described earlier, it's like Ethereum as a blockchain has certain core consensus differences that we think are not a good trade-off. So anyway, I think that's probably a good place to leave it for today. For those that are interested, I encourage you to look into the docs, figure it, just read up a little bit. We're going to be, in future episodes, we're going to be talking about probably all these things. This is the doc sections, name resolution, subspaces, and how the software works. I'll go back to the white paper, or the main thing, the main site, and leave it on here. But I think it's a really encouraging thing. We didn't really get into how DNS works and why this is better. Maybe we can touch on that maybe next go around.